Toronto, this is the GBN Television News. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
When you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me whenever you're in need. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever you road leads, we'll be right there with you. Wherever you road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Next time, next time, next time, next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Thursday, March 2, 2023. In the headlines, early afternoon fire destroys house in St. Andrew. Search is on for new Labour Commissioner as Valerie Thomas's service is terminated. Game of chance winners of more than $10,000 to pay 15% tax on winnings. Glenn Noel takes up duty as Grenada's ambassador to Cuba. In Around the Globe regionally, Trinidad's Foreign and CARICOM Affairs Minister vows that no government members were involved in human trafficking. Internationally, rail workers in Greece strike as anger over crash grows. Plus in the sports news, St. Lucia national men's team arrives for friendlies, and St. John ready for the National Primary Schools games. Good evening, I'm Kenroy, Baptiste, live at Television Center at the Grenada Broadcasting Network. We'll bring you the details in just a moment.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Thanks for joining us. Shortly after 1 o'clock on Thursday afternoon, a Mamakan resident received a call that her home was on fire. GBN's Beverly Telesford visited the area and spoke with the homeowner.
The usual trip home from work ended in an unfortunate event for a resident of Mamakan St. Andrew. On her way home from work, homeowner Miss Cicely Blackman passed the fire truck while sitting in a bus. She told GBN she wondered why the truck was in the area, not knowing it was to quell a fire at her home.
And I just came from work. As I dropped from the bus, I got a phone call when I watched her see my daughter. She said, "My mother, I did just call and tell her my house on fire." I said, "Really?" So I just put on my bag and I just had to run, come down here. And when I reach, I just see my house up in flames. I can't even tell what had in it because you have furniture, you have everything what a house had to have, you have it in it. There was nobody here, around here. When I come, I only see the police and I'm just wetting the fire. That's all I'm here. And it is just that bad me because I see that was my first sweat.
Blackman said no one was living in the home at the time of the fire, but it was fully furnished and the loss is immeasurable.
Well, my son, Colin Blackman, was living here, but because of my nephew always threatening me, go kill him, go kill him, go kill him, he ended up moving and go down by my children and them in grandhands down there, just for peace. So then every other weekend I come and visit me home. My sister will come and visit me home. So I shocked when they come and tell me my house is on fire.
She said her home was built from a lot of hard work and sacrifices.
Well, I started work with Island Security in 2001. And when I first started working, I said I want to own my home. And I asked the company if they could give me time off because I get in a spot to put my home. So I start building my home, then I end up going in Susu. I start putting on, and I start getting all what I had to get from my home.
Blackman says even though the home is lost, she is thanking God that she is still alive. She told GBN, and I quote, "Something is going to work out," end quote. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Well, government is forced to go back to the drawing board to recruit a new Labour commissioner. Christina John reports.
Just 4 months into her position as Labour Commissioner, Ms. Valerie Thomas was sacked. Her termination is with immediate effect. The announcement was made by Minister for Labour and Legal Affairs, Senator Claudette Joseph, while addressing members of the media on Thursday.
Members of the media and the public will recall that sometime in early November, well, the 3rd of November to be exact, we welcomed new Labour Commissioner, Ms. Valerie Thomas, into the position. And we have been working for the last 4 months, but upon review of the state of the relationship as requested by the Public Service Commission, it was decided by the Commission and the Ministry that it will be best for us to go back to the drawing board with, in our search for a Labour Commissioner that fits with the personnel and also with our general outlook.
Thomas landed the position 4 months ago on November 3rd, 2022, as the first female Labour Commissioner to be appointed in Grenada, following what Senator Joseph described as a rigorous process for selection from among 6 applicants. Ms. Thomas was appointed by the PSC.
But these things happen in the world of business. Ms. Thomas started on the 12th on the direction of the Public Service Commission, and sometimes these things happen. She is quite and well qualified and so, but did not work out to be a good fit with the staff at the Ministry of Labour. So the termination was at the instance of the Public Service Commission, and in relation to your question on the cost to the state is 1 month's pay. So the termination took effect immediately.
In the interim, the Deputy Commissioner will act in the position of Labour Commissioner.
So we have ended the relationship, and we will go back to the drawing board with a new Labour Commissioner to be announced in the not too distant future. By the statute, the Employment Act, in the absence of the Labour Commissioner, the Deputy Labour Commissioner performs the functions. As such, Deputy Commissioner Sparkle Grenade Courtney will be performing the functions of Labour Commissioner.
Prior to Ms. Thomas becoming Labour Commissioner, Mr. Reginald Lord acted in that position for 3 months until his retirement in November, following the retirement of Mr. Cyrus Griffith, who was a Labour Commissioner for 25 years. Christina John, GBN News.
Other news: Wednesday marked the start of several noticeable tax changes being implemented by the NDC administration. Beverly Telesford brings us up to speed in this report.
Anyone winning over $10,000 in a game of chance now has to pay a 15% tax on the winnings. This came into effect on Wednesday. The Income Tax Act to collect the tax was approved by the then Keith Mitchell-led administration in 2014, but was never implemented. The withholding of the 15% tax will only be charged to the excess of over $10,000 rather than the full amount of the winnings. This law applies to all forms of gambling, including lottery and bingo. Paying the taxes to the government is not the responsibility of the winner, but the gambling operator, who must make the deduction and pass it to the finance ministry. The Value-Added Tax Amendment Regulations 2023, which was supposed to take effect on February 1st, was pushed back to March 1st. This saw the increase of the VAT on carbonated beverages, soft drinks and sodas, and drinks with high sugar content from 15% to 20%, and the removal of sugar from the zero-rated VAT list. The Value-Added Tax Order 2023 also marked the removal of several products from the VAT list, such as cooking oil, toothpaste, children and adults diapers, bathing soaps, peas, and beans. Wednesday saw the start date of the Excise Tax Order 2023, which resulted in an increase in the price of cigarettes and alcoholic products such as beer, wine, whiskey, and rubbing alcohol. The excise tax on alcohol moved from $1.10 and $4.40 per liter to $1.50 and $5 per liter, respectively, and the excise tax on cigarettes from 105 to 200%. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Now, Glenn Noel officially takes up his diplomatic post as Grenada's ambassador to Cuba. Christina John tells us more.
Following the June 23rd general elections, Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell announced the appointment of Glenn Noel as ambassador to the Republic of Cuba. Ambassador-designate Noel leaves Grenada today, following which he will present his credentials to Cuban President His Excellency Miguel Diaz-Canel. Noel, a former General Secretary of the ruling National Democratic Congress, is the only publicly named diplomat since the Mitchell administration came into power in June last year. Glenn Noel, who served as junior minister in a previous NDC administration, succeeds Clarice Charles, who officially demitted the post on December 21st, 2022. Foreign Affairs Minister Joseph Andel expressed confidence in Ambassador Noel in maintaining and further strengthening relations that already exist between the two countries.
Ambassador designate, I'm very happy to present to you these instruments this morning. Extremely pleased that you have agreed to be our point person in the Republic of Cuba, and I am confident that you are going to work well, diligently, to ensure that the already excellent relations between Grenada and Cuba continue to grow from strength to strength. I wish you a very successful tenure during your ambassadorship in the sister republic.
With the new ambassador's appointment, it is hoped this will strengthen relations between both countries in areas such as education, sports, agriculture, and social development. Ambassador Noel gave his commitment to serve with diligence during his stint.
Thank you very much, Minister. Immensely pleased and deeply honored to be given this opportunity to serve my country. So first and foremost, I want to thank the Prime Minister and you, the Minister of Foreign Affairs. Service has always been my thing, and I see it as just another leg of this great journey to serve my country, and therefore all I can promise is to do my best.
Ambassador Noel will be closely aligned with the Ministries of Trade, Foreign Affairs and Export Development, Health and Wellness and Education in guiding the student population in Cuba, assisting to oversee Grenadians who are accepted for medical treatment in Cuba, as well as presenting a strong front against the United States' self-imposed commercial, economic and financial embargo. He will take up official duties in the weeks ahead. Christina John, GBN News.
This is Network News live from the Grenadian capital. Still ahead from us, the daughter of late PW President Lauret Clarkson among contenders to challenge Brian Grimes for PW presidency. We'll talk about that. Stay with us.
Do you know that you can lower your electricity bill by switching to energy-efficient appliances? By switching to energy-efficient appliances, you can help lower your energy usage. Your refrigerator, for example, is amongst the highest energy-consuming appliances within your home as it remains running throughout the day and night. Switching to an energy-efficient refrigerator can lower your electricity bill by up to 40%. As an individual consumer, I cannot impact global fuel prices. However, I can ease the burden of rising fuel rates by switching to energy-efficient appliances. What can you do?
Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Spare your pocket, spare the earth, always at Grenlec.
Get ready to witness the ultimate sporting spectacle at the Ariza National Athletics Championship 2023. This two-day event is taking place on March 11th and 12th at the Kenroy James Athletic Stadium with a jam-packed schedule of middle and long-distance races, sprint races, field and jump events. This is an event not to be missed. Come see Track Blazers, Ace, 473 MVP, Fusion, Rising Stars, Velocity, New Track Club, and schools will be competing to showcase their talent and vie for national supremacy. This is the final opportunity for athletes to qualify for the Carifta Games. Admission $20. Children under 12 can enjoy the excitement for just $10. Also, don't miss out on the big showdown in the senior men's 400 meters between Commonwealth semi-finalists Michael Francois, Adian Peters, Troy Mason, and Sibile Felix. It's the Ariza National Athletics Championship, March 11th and 12th at the Kenroy James Athletic Stadium. Get your tickets now.
Do you know, when you play the games of the National Lotteries Authority, you are supporting sports, culture, and nation building in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit-Martinique?
Hi, I am Junior Murray, cricket coach, sports enthusiast, and a former West Indies cricketer. I endorse the games of the NLA 100%. For the past 40 years, the NLA has been funding many sporting activities, including competition for schools and clubs, and for athletes to participate in overseas tournaments such as the Carifta Games and regional cricket tournaments. For those reasons, I play the game of the NLA. Even if I do not win, I know Grenada always wins.
Yes, when you play all the games, the NLA in turn supports sports, culture, and nation-building activities throughout the Tri-Island state.
Carriacou Pool and Pet Supplies, located opposite the bus terminal in Hillsborough, provides you with all your pool and pets needs. We offer the following products: dogs and puppy food, animal accessories such as toys, clippers, collars, cat litter, dewormer, animal vitamins, insecticide, plant food, and all your pooling equipment from start to finish. We also offer the following services: cleaning and treating of pools weekly or fortnightly, pump repairs, pool estimations and repairs. We're open from Monday to Friday 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturdays 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We can be contacted at 443-6575 or visit our Facebook page, Carriacou Pool and Pet Supplies.
Somebody call Waggy because this is madness, total madness. Sunday, March 5th from 5 p.m. The National Stadium comes alive as Megaforce Promotion presents its first big event for 2023. March Madness Mega Bingo. And you can win a whopping $100,000 in cash.
Wait, is $100,000 you just said it?
Yes, $100K in cash could be yours. Tickets are $60 for one or $100 for two. You gotta be mad to miss that. Remember, Sunday, March 5th, National Stadium. Get ready for March Madness Mega Bingo. This is madness, total madness.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Are you into the agricultural industry? Do you want the funds to grow your business? Horse Ready Cash Small Business Loans is launching the $20 million Agricultural Fund. All you need to apply is your ID, proof of address, and 2 references, and you will receive the funding to get the equipment, tools, products, staffing, and services to grow your business. Plus, you pay nothing down. Get flexible payment terms, fast approval, and convenient hassle-free service. Don't hesitate. Apply today at www.readyfinancecaribbean.com or call 405-1257 or 405-3180. Horse Ready Cash Small Business Loans. Every day we help businesses succeed.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Rebecca Television Center Lawrence Samuel is out, and Francis Paul now takes up duty as chairman of the Transport Commission. Christina John has more.
Francis Paul is the new chairman of the reconstituted Transport Commission. The first was Lawrence Samuel. The Transport Commission became a statutory body under the Ministry of Transport in 2020. In October of 2020, Parliament approved an amendment to the road traffic legislation to establish the commission, the legal replacement for what was formerly known as the Transport Board. The Transport Commission received the necessary approval from both houses of Parliament 2020. A notice of appointment from the Ministry of Infrastructure and Physical Development, Public Utilities, Civil Aviation and Transportation, published in the 24th February edition of the Government Gazette, said that the Cabinet, at its meeting on the 30th of January 2023, approved the reconstitution of the Board of the Grenada Transport Commission in keeping with the provisions of the Road Traffic Amendment Act of 2020. The appointment is for 3 years, which took effect from 6th February 2023. The other members of the Transport Commission are Ken Lewis, Lena Romaine, ACP Randy Connaught, Permanent Secretary with responsibility for transport Shahai Gibbs, and Jasmine Redhead. The members of the Commission, according to the legislation, shall advise the Minister on all matters about road transport and traffic, including matters about transport rates, fares, tolls, dues, or other charges. The Commission, among other things, will be expected to advise the Ministry about license duties and fees in respect of motor and other vehicles, the need of any area or areas concerning traffic, including the provision of adequate, suitable, and efficient services, and the elimination of unnecessary or unremunerated services, and the coordination of all forms of passenger and goods transport, road safety, the regulation and control of traffic, regulating road transport. Christina John, GBN News.
Interesting times are ahead as members of the Public Workers Union are preparing to elect a new executive on March 16. The presidency of the union, currently held by Brian Grimes, is being challenged by Beryl Ann Clarkson and Fimba Thomas. Of noted interest is that Beryl Ann Clarkson is the daughter of the late PW president, Lawrence Clarkson. Grimes is seeking his second term in office. The position of treasurer is being challenged by Paula L. Phillip and Kieran Penny. According to a press release issued by Chief Elections Officer Adrian Francis, there was only one nominee for the positions of First Vice President, Second Vice President, Public Relations Officer, and Secretary. There are two nominees for the post of Assistant Secretary. As such, the following individuals were duly elected. First Vice President, Dr. Godwin Coy. Second Vice President, Arthur Pear. Public Relations Officer, Daisy M. Hazard. Secretary, Latoya Stacey Joseph, as well as Assistant Secretaries, Natasha Gilbert and Janelle Palmer. The Immigration Department is more than just border control. We hear of the many responsibilities in this Beverly Telesford report.
When one hears the Immigration Department, the first thing that comes to mind is border control and entry into the country. However, the Immigration Department offers a host of other services. Woman Constable of Police Patrick, attached to the Passport and Immigration Department for the last 13 years, broke down some of the other services the department provides. An important function.
We don't only work at the airport when you're coming to Grenada to stamp passport. We do services like issuing passports to citizens of Grenada. If you're a visitor also and you want to have extension of stay, you can come to the office where you can have your time extended.
The function of the Immigration Department is the issuance of passports. A passport can be defined as a document issued by a country's government to its citizens to verify a person's identity and nationality for international travel. Another immigration officer, WRC Alexis, explains.
You complete the passport form, which you can get at our office or at any one of our sub-offices. You can go online and you can get a passport form there as well. You need to present your original birth certificate, which you obtain at the registry, the birth center's registry. You need to come with your photographs, or you can take photographs at our office. The photographs at our office is free. If you come in with your photograph, you need to ensure that the person that is recommending your passport form is the same person that is certifying your photograph. So you pay $250, which is a passport fee. The officer will go through the application and then it goes through the system, and our passport takes 3 days to process.
It is critical for a passport to be secured at all times. If an individual loses that passport and is seeking to replace it, he or she would be subjected to amplified fees.
Passport is valid.
Yeah.
So there's life on it, and you lost that passport. You need to go to the nearest police station and make a report.
Right.
You need to get a copy of that report, or you can do an affidavit. Yeah, then you will apply, complete the application, birth certificate, photograph. But the passport fee will be $500 because that passport is valid. And I have said before that the passport takes 3 days to process. However, a lost valid passport will take longer because the department needs to conduct its own investigation.
Okay.
Then for someone whose passport is already expired, if the passport has been expired more than 10 years, then when you come to the department, you do a loss form. So you don't need a police report if the passport is expired more than 10 years, right? And you come to the department with the same application form, birth certificate, photographs. However, your fee will be $250 because the passport has already been expired.
Some of the responsibilities of the Immigration Units include to impose restrictions on immigration and to regulate the deportation of aliens, the processing of passengers and vessels, granting of extension of stay, issuance of visas, endorsement of skill certificate, vetting and issuance of work permits, permanent residence and citizenship, and the collection of embarkation tax and field operations. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Beauty captured under the sunlight. It's time to take a peek through the GBN eyesore lens.
A good eye captures all. GBN eyesore is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
Petals as bright as the sun, captured by the lens of tonight's citizen journalist, is a locally grown sunflower. Citizen scientist Hayden Redhead grew the flower at True Blue in St. George. Sunflowers are tall, tough plants with some varieties reaching 14 feet in height. Some smaller varieties, as short as a foot tall, can fit in pots or small gardens. Many varieties attract bees and birds who dine on sunflower nectar and seeds, making them an ideal choice for a wildlife or pollinator garden. Sunflowers are sun worshippers that grow best in spots that get 6 to 8 hours of direct sun every day. They have long taproots that need to go several feet into the ground. Have you any eyesore-worthy photos and videos? Send them to us via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
When we return, more interests in executive positions as Grenada Union of Teachers elections draw near.
WeatherGuard Pro. For every project, there's only one Pro.
You ate well, drank and indulged, laughed and had so much fun for the festive season. But now it's time. It's time for some serious detox business at Nirvana Detox Center and Natural Health Store. Start the year right with your health as a priority. Cleanse and flush your blood, liver, and kidneys with quality herbs and supplements. Purchase one of our detox combo packs starting from $100. Purchase a full body detox pack starting from $500. Get 10% off on colonic irrigation. Get a chance to win a free colonic irrigation treatment and product coupons with every purchase. We are located in Grandin, minutes before the Food Fair Shopping Center, immediately opposite the old Capital Bank building in the Regency Commercial Suites. Give us a call at 231-6642 or 418-7115 or visit nirvana.gd for more info. It's time for some serious detox business at Nirvana Detox Center and Natural Health Store. We know real body care. This offer is valid until March 31st, 2023. Terms and conditions apply.
Narayan's Evening School, now registering children ages 6 to 9 interested in upgrading their skills in reading, listening, spelling, writing, speech, and mathematics. Narayan's Evening School classes run Monday to Friday, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Narayan's Evening School, Tempe St. George. For more information, call telephone number 232-0836. Narayan's Evening School. Register now. Limited spaces available.
Grenada after 10 years.
Hey, Grenada, this is Pastor Donnie McClurkin, and get this, I am coming to the land of spice.
The multi-award-winning Pastor Donnie McClurkin is back live at the Grenada National Stadium for one night of praise and worship, where your hearts will be lifted heavenward, joined by some of Grenada's finest gospel talent, Lexton Mitchell, Edson Mitchell, Ajabu, Spice Worship Ministries, McCurl Fletcher Newton and Company, Touch of Grace, and the PBC Choir. Tickets are on sale now, $50, and can be found at all major ticket outlets and at your local churches. Don't miss this unique experience with classic songs like Stand, We Fall Down, Caribbean Medley, Great Is Your Mercy, and many more. Friday, 7th April 2023 at 7 p.m.
Got my mind made up, and I won't turn back, because I want to see my Jesus someday.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via Superb Service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
Hello, Grenada. It's TGIF time again with the NLA. Thank goodness it's Friday. Every Friday in March, place 5 bets or more in a single ticket purchase on Cash 4, Pick 3, or Play Away. You automatically receive a Quick Pick inline ticket valued at $1. NLA is giving back more plays, more chances, more opportunities, and more prizes. Remember, when you play, you are supporting sports, culture, and nation building. Promotion ends March 31st. You must be 18 years and over to participate.
Welcome back. As the dates for the Grenada Union of Teachers general elections draws closer, more candidates have stepped forward to contest various executive positions. More in this Rena Pet Thomas report.
Elect a new executive for the next 2 years. President of GUT Jude Bartholomew says he will be vying for his present title for a second consecutive term. He said this year he is unopposed.
We're in the process of Grenada Union of Teachers elections, and right now in nominations the teachers have already elected me for the next 2 years as the President General of the Grenada Union of Teachers, even while I have not yet finished my term. So it tells you the level of trust and confidence they have in me as a president who've been fighting from since pension coming down to the doc salary to term CC struggle and everything together, and they know that they trust me, and that's the reason why.
One newcomer seeking an executive position is Ernest Richardson, with over 33 years in the teaching profession. He believes he is the best candidate to manage the position of second vice president of the Grenada Union of Teachers. The teacher explains that while the union has grown over the years, there is much more room for improvement.
We would want to develop a 401k funding so that teachers at the end of the tenure, they can have some more monies to go into and have a good retirement. I'm looking for a debate among members so that members offering themselves for service would be able to give their vision of where they want to take this 108 years institution into the future.
So
I would work work along with the different committees, as I said, institution strengthening and capacity building. I think that teachers should develop themselves more so that they would be on the cutting edge of technology, not only because teachers don't make overtime. If teachers retool themselves, they would be able to better make additional funds by helping in the community and at the same time bringing in an income to themselves.
Both Bartholomew and Richardson are calling on all their members to cast their votes next week, Wednesday, to continue to move the union in a positive direction.
Brina Perr-Thomas reporting there. Stay with us. The sports news is next, followed by Around the Globe.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
And so it begins, a journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So, when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
Shop at Southern Electrical for all your security camera needs. We offer a wide variety of cameras ranging from solar cameras with or without light, 4G cameras, Wi-Fi and PoE kits, 4th channel, 8 channels, 16 channels, replacement cameras for PoE, standalone Wi-Fi cameras, wall lamp or bulb, floodlights with cameras, watch cameras, pen cameras, and much more. We are located at Dusty Highway in Brana and St. George. Southern Electrical, best value, expert advice, quality product. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook today.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Brentwood, and Central Deputy Street, Wall. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Do you know, when you play the games of the National Lotteries Authority, you are supporting sports, culture, and nation building in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit-Martinique?
Hi, I am Junior Murray, cricket coach, sports enthusiast, and a former West Indies cricketer. I endorse the games of the NLA 100%. For the past 40 years, the NLA has been funding many sporting activities, including competition for schools and clubs, and for athletes to participate in overseas tournaments such as the Carifta Games and regional cricket tournaments. Additionally, they made it possible for you, the public, to view local, regional, and international tournaments from the comfort of your homes. For those reasons, I play the game of the NLA. Even if I do not win, I know Grenada always wins.
Yes, when you play all the games, the NLA in turn supports sports, culture, and nation-building activities throughout the Tri-Island state.
Sporting fans, good evening. Members of the St. Lucia national men's team are currently in Grenada as they get ready to face the Spice Boys in 2 international friendlies. Ryan Desser is the assistant coach for the St. Lucia national men's team.
It's always a fantastic thing to tour and to play our sister countries. Our expectations are simple. We're here basically, as the name suggests, a friendly, and what it is us trying to solidify our game, and what better test than our sister countries that are actually experiencing and going through the same issues that we go through, same challenges that we go through.
He says this is quality experience for members of his team who are relatively young.
The team is a sufficiently young team. I think we have one of our is actually 16, and so it's an experience gaining exercise for him. Some of our players are actually experienced players who've been with the national team before. So we have a good mix of players, from the young ones gaining experience to the more seasoned players who are actually in the team for a couple of years now. We have some of the players that are going to be joining us. So it's again testing our players. And we hope to put our best foot forward and see how well
The first of 2 friendlies is scheduled for Friday, March 3 at the Kenroy James Athletic Stadium from 7 p.m. The second match is carded for March 5 at the Cuthbert Peters Park in Guave from 4 p.m. This story to report today was dubbed Mini Olympics Day as 2 of the nation's powerhouse schools took to the tracks to run off their annual inter-house athletics championships. Kenroy James Athletic Stadium was the venue for the Grenada Boys Secondary School as the 4 houses, Archer Blue, Baptiste Yellow, Hughes Green and Maguire Red, competed for the championship title. At the end of the day, Archer captured the championship title on 589.5 points. Hughes placed second on 586. Baptiste third on 451.5 points, and Maguire fourth on 407 points. Take a look at some highlights.
Oh, they're off. That's the start of the 200-meter junior boys. Archer is there. Maguire on the inside. It's Archer. Leshon Daniel is there. Kamal. That's going to be Kamal. Is that Kamal? Yes. Kamal is there. Maguire. By 3. Maguire. Anybody supporting Maguire? Oh, there. Baptiste on the inside. Look at Baptiste on the inside, but it's Archer out front. It's going to be a race to the finish. It's Archer. Baptiste coming around the bend. Another 80 meters. It's Baptiste. Yes. Oh, what a finish. Oh, they're off the 200 meters senior boys. Around the bend is Hughes. Look out for Tegon Pinnacle. Also look out for these guys. They're coming around the bend now. It's Hughes. Tegon is there, but on the inside, it's the race to the finish. Oh, and Tegon is going to come away with 8.
All over at Progress Park in St. Andrew, the St. Andrew's Anglican Secondary School SAS Sports Meet. Nash House Blue with 514 points took a commanding lead going into Sports Day today. Lane Yellow went into the track events on 386.5 points. Picot Green 356.5 points, while Julian Red took up the 4th spot on 333.5. Take a look at some highlights.
And they're off. 100 meters for boys under 15. And making the early running is Nash and the Bigot is Nash and the Bigot. Who would it be? It's Nash House. Unofficially.
And they're up and running this time, and looking good in the middle of the track is the athlete out of Lane House, Tamaya Thomas. Tamaya Thomas it is, she's pulling away from the rest of the field and looking good too. Tamaya Thomas of Lane House wins this one comfortably indeed. What a run indeed by Tamaya Thomas. And they're up and running the 100 meters under 17 boys. That looks like Kyle Ned of Nash House in the lead. Indeed, it's Kyle Ned of Nash House, chased by Christian Charles. But Ned of Nash House, Charles of Lane House has a dip for the finish line. And indeed, an exciting finish to the 100 meters under 17 boys. So they're up and running. There they go. Who wants it more? The 100 meters under 21. Looking good is Letitia Williams of Lane House. They battle for the finish line. It's Lane House followed by Julian House. And I make it is the athlete Letitia Williams of Lane House followed by Tara Joseph of Julian House. Nice clean start this time. Who wants it more? Is it going to be Sylvester? Is it going to be Isaac? It looks like Sylvester on the inside from Lane House. He's challenged by Brian Isaac, but Sylvester will win it here for Lane House. What a run indeed on the 21 boys 100 meters.
All right, so we'll have a comprehensive report in tomorrow's Sportscast. You're watching the sports news. This story to bring to you. On Wednesday, St. John's Duty Branch ran off the Paris Sports Meet as it gets ready for the 2023 Quartbank National Primary Schools Games. We caught up with Delano Joseph, the president of the St. John's Duty Branch, who had this to say.
The students have been preparing in their various schools. The teachers have been working very hard with them, getting them ready for today so that we can select our team for the 16th of March when we go down to St. George's to partake in the National Primary School Games. After this event today, we would pull the team together and the teachers would come together and train everyone as one team and not as a school again. So we are looking very good despite the long wait. We started preparing since last year, November, and we think that we are in a very good place.
Well, the 4 schools within St. John had an exciting day on the tracks today. At the conclusion of all the events, St. Peter's RC were named the victors with 482 points. They were followed by St. John's Anglican and 420.5 points. Coming in third was Kenroy Government and 244 points. Sports News. South Africa beat West Indies by 87 runs in the first test at Super Sport Park in Centurion on Thursday as the home bowlers saved the game after both teams' batting collapsed on the third day on Thursday. South Africa's fast bowler Rabada picked up 6 for 50 as he spearheaded South Africa's three-day victory at Centurion as the West Indians were all out for 159 while chasing 247 for victory. The match came to a conclusion with more than 2 days to spare as the fast bowlers of both teams held sway on a pitch of variable bounce. The only resistance of note came from Jermaine Blackwood, who made a gutsy 79 before being 9th man out. West Indies' Kemar Roach dominated the morning as he took 5 for 47, as South Africa, resuming on 49 for 4, lost their last 6 wickets for 67 runs. Wickets continued to fall when the West Indies batted. The second test will be played from March 8 to 12 in Johannesburg. That's the sports news for the moment. Trinidad and Tobago's Foreign and CARICOM Affairs Minister says that no members of the government benches in Parliament are involved in the trafficking of individuals. This as there continues to be claims and counterclaims being made by members of the ruling and opposing parties, and even between members of the UNC against each other on the matter. More in this Trinidad News Report.
Foreign and CARICOM Affairs Minister Dr. Amory Brown offered a direct response about a question posed to him during a media conference on Wednesday about the U.S. State Department's 2022 Trafficking in Persons report, which stated that the government of Trinidad and Tobago did not take action against senior government officials alleged in 2020 to be involved in trafficking.
Concerned as a government official, knowing that someone may be sitting next to you, may be involved in illicit activity? I can speak for myself, and I can speak for my colleagues within the government of Trinidad and Tobago with confidence that there is no such involvement on members of the government bench. I speak very emphatically in such regard, particularly for myself.
It all began in the House of Representatives on February 24th, when Naparima MP Rodney Charles, on behalf of the opposition, highlighted that particular part of the 2022 report, which he claimed was the reason why Trinidad and Tobago remains at a Tier 2 ranking.
One question will be, what action is being taken in respect of this allegation by the U.S. State Department?
Prime Minister.
Madam Speaker, we did hear that allegation, and when we investigated it, we discovered it was referring to current members of Parliament, none of which is on the government side.
In a statement, opposition leader Kamla Persad Besessa, the leader of the UNC, said, quote, "There's no one in our country who would believe the Rowley PNM government would take no action if the alleged officials were UNC. Clearly, PNM officials are the ones involved," unquote. Since then, there have been further claims, some of which have been made by certain members of the UNC against each other.
What I can tell you is that the Prime Minister has spoken very effectively on this matter, and we stand by the Prime Minister's exchanges in this regard.
Ready to take an airplane? This story may make you look a little more quizzical when traveling. A man was stopped by TSA at the High Valley International Airport trying to bring an explosive device onto a plane.
Tonight, the FBI says this man tried to smuggle an explosive device onto a passenger plane in one of those suitcases he's wheeling behind him. According to the criminal complaint, 40-year-old Mark Muffley checked the suitcase Monday onto a flight bound for Orlando, Florida from Pennsylvania's Lehigh Valley International Airport. But during security screening, an alarm went off. TSA officers opened the suitcase and found a circular compound approximately 3 inches in diameter, wrapped in a wax-like paper and clear plastic wrap hidden in the lining of the baggage. They called the FBI. An X-ray showed the device contained granular type of powder, consistent with a commercial-grade firework. They say it had multiple fuses attached, one designed to ignite quickly. The suitcase also containing a can of butane, a lighter, a pipe with white powder residue, a wireless drill with cordless batteries, and 2 electrical outlets taped together with black tape. Law enforcement believes the device posed a significant risk to the aircraft and passengers. According to the FBI, once the device was discovered, Muffley was paged over the airport's PA system and told to report to the security office. Instead, they say, he left the airport minutes later. He was taken into custody soon afterwards.
Let's go to Greece, and rail workers there have begun a one-day strike after Tuesday's train crash, which killed at least 43 people. Now pain has turned into anger.
Anger on the streets of Athens. Police and protesters clashing outside the offices of the train operator behind Greece's worst rail disaster. Dozens of people were killed when a passenger and freight train traveling on the same track collided head-on near the central town of Larissa. Survivors describing the moment of impact.
There was panic. For 10-15 seconds, it was chaos. Tumbling over, fires, cables hanging, broken windows, people screaming, people trapped.
Around 350 passengers were on board, many of them students returning from carnival celebrations. Rescuers are continuing to search for survivors and pull bodies from the wreckage. At a nearby hospital, relatives wait, desperate for news of their children.
We want to see if they are inside. That's all we ask. And of course, we want all those responsible to pay for this mess.
The Prime Minister has promised a full investigation into the crash, but he's already attributing blame.
Everything shows that the drama was sadly mainly due to a tragic human error.
A local station master responsible for signalling has been charged with causing mass deaths through negligence, and the Transport Minister resigned, saying the state's railway system was not fit for the 21st century. During 3 days of national mourning, families of the dead are left asking how such an accident could be allowed to happen. Bonnie Simons-Brown, ABC News.
A reminder of the headlines when we return. This is the Grenada Broadcasting Network continued programming following the news. A reminder of the headlines. Early afternoon fire destroys house in St. Andrew. Search is on for new Labour Commissioner as Valerie Thomas's service is terminated. Game of chance winners of more than $10,000 to pay 15% tax on winnings. Glenn Noel takes up duty as Grenada's ambassador to Cuba. In Around the Globe regionally, Trinidad's Foreign and CARICOM Affairs Minister vows that no government members were involved in human trafficking. Internationally, rail workers in Greece strike as anger over crash grows. Plus in the sports news, St. Lucia national men's team arrives for friendlies and St. John ready for the National Primary Schools games. I'm Kenroy. That's all from us in the GBN newsroom for the moment. Thanks for joining us. Have a good night.